In the far north of Quebec lies a land that is often forgotten. A roadless wilderness that's larger than France. This is Nunavik, meaning the Great Land in Inuktitut, which is one of Canada's last true wilderness frontiers and the homeland of the Inuit. Often overlooked because of its remoteness, bugs, and unforgiving weather, Nunavik's beauty is like no other, and it's a place I've dreamed of paddling for years. 3 friends and I just landed in Omirak, a small community off the Hudson Bay coast, where we'll be starting and ending our 20-day canoe trip. The goal is to explore the remote Nastapoka, a river that has a reputation as being one of the most beautiful and prized rivers in the region, and home to the elusive freshwater seal and world-class fishing. But getting there will be tough. We'll travel into the heart of Nunavik by going up 2 challenging rivers, portaging dense woodlands and mountain passes, and crossing the iconic and massive Clearwater Lakes to reach the Nastapoka's headwaters, ending the trip paddling the Hudson Bay coast back to town. All in all, a 500-kilometer journey that is sure to be an adventure. This is Tursujaq Lake, a large inland sea off Hudson Bay and a traditional passage into the heart of Nunavik. We were warned that this area has a reputation for having nasty weather, but lucky for us, the weather was on our side. I don't think we could have asked for better conditions. It is glass calm out here. There's a couple big bays that we have to cross, which are like 2-kilometer crossings, which in the wrong weather can be pretty tough. But today, it's nothing.
Well, they're going for it. The big crossing. 12K.
I'm just soaking it in right now. So calm, it just does something with you.
I could probably make some kind of annoying constant noise for you.
You do, you talk.
I guess I do that, yeah. Okay.
So the way we set up this trip, we thought that we would be starting tomorrow, but we were able to get on today around 4:30 p.m. and perfect glass calm conditions. And because of that, we were able to paddle about 24K, which is our daily distance. And we know we have some uncertainty coming up when we go up the Detroit and the Clare. So the fact that we could do a full day's worth of distance on a lake, that could be madness in the wrong conditions. We're pretty stoked on the day. So happy that we got here with all our stuff. That is always my biggest concern, is getting you and all your gear to the starting point. Overall, huge success, and the icing on the cake was just, look at where we are.
Hey guys, I guess the oats are not getting warmer. Maybe I was a bit too eager. Okay guys,
Yeah, there's one at like 4:30 that zip But it was loud like that one, like I'm surprised.
Oh wow, yeah.
Most of this trip, we are going through Canadian Shield, so old granite. But in the Gulf here, we have some sedimentary rock. And the main feature are these cuestas. Cuesta in Spanish means slope, and it's tilted sedimentary rock with a harder capstone, so a harder rock on top, and then softer underlying layers. And over time, those underlying layers erode away, and that creates a bit of an overhang on the top, and things start crumbling, and it creates a really steep slope on one side, and then the other side is very shallow. And these ones in particular are called the Hudsonian cuestas, and they're the largest in Quebec. And they're friggin' huge. Paddling past these things, these are gigantic, and this entire landscape is pretty dramatic. Another really calm morning. We have about 35 kilometers before we get to the outflow of the Detroit River, which we're gonna be going up. Keep saying this, but the Gulf can be a beast, and we're getting super lucky with this weather.
But he was not afraid at all.
Yeah.
Good reminder.
Yeah, these big black bears up here, they're just different. 2 times briefly, 20 or a little over.
Good map, Sandy?
Making great progress this morning. Weather's been holding pretty consistent. One thing that we're problem solving a bit on is this is a salty lake, so we can't be drinking the water, and there hasn't been many water sources. So we started off this morning all with the full Nalgene, about 1 liter, and they're getting a little light.
Oh man, we are fairly close is the thing. Like we're here. You could probably collect water there. It'd probably be mostly fresh. I don't know.
Yeah, at that point we're so close.
At that point you're so close.
That thing is a monster. I thought it was from way back there. I was like, oh, there's some snow over there.
I know, we had that same conversation.
Well, we'll be able to stretch our legs as we portage around this.
That's some serious elevation.
Yeah, it's a mountain. So we're close to finishing our time on the Gulf, heading towards the Detroit River, and we're looking forward, and there looks to be some vertical snow on the mountain. But the closer we looked, we realized that this is the Detroit River, and it's a monster waterfall cascading over the mountains, which means we are going to be portaging around that. It goes over several contours, like 8 or 9. We got our work cut out for us.
There we go.
Tristan, do you have a take on like
No,
the
we're
next 4 kilometers?
To first 2 kilometers look like this. And then the next 2 kilometers are going to be a wild, steep portage.
I wonder if you get knocked over if you stood like at the bottom of it.
I think you'd die. What do you mean knocked over? Did you see it? What?
That looks really thick.
Yeah. So nothing's looking too solid right now. Just a wall of brush where we thought a portage might be. There is barren rock up at the top, but it's getting to that's going to be the challenge. I think it's all that like 12 to 15 foot scrub.
What are you doing down there?
I'm finding a portage trail.
Do you
What does it look like?
I was gonna say, a boulder field is not the best portage.
The guys have made it up to the barrens up there, which is so high, they look like little dots, which is maybe a good sign. They got through, but can we get the boats through there?
That looks fun. So, you guys first.
Nothing.
No good?
So option one, you take like a float plane up to the headwaters of the river and descend it like a normal canoeist would.
That sounds nice.
What's option 2?
Option 2 is a lot of work. This portage, I think no matter how we do it, is like a day's project. So, like even just because where we were still, that waterfall was miles away from it, like super far.
Yeah, so why don't Sam and I can go check that route? Yeah, this is gonna be a pretty serious endeavor.
Yeah.
There's a few things that are cut up here.
All kinds of tough shit.
Okay, we got above the trees and that was like not a bad route at all.
No.
So this is the route to at least the top here. And we're still ways away. You can see the Richmond Gulf out there. Looking nice, and then the guys down there at camp.
Holy cow.
She gets cliffed out, so we're gonna have to go right to the top of this mountain ridge for the portage.
We're getting really close to the top.
Maybe it's just the ridge walk. Maybe that's the portage, just stay on the ridge.
Honestly, we just stay as high as possible because we keep trying to go low and then we get cut off and have to come back up.
Yeah.
We have a route that doesn't involve much bushwhacking,
Yeah, we got above the trees without any bushwhacking.
but we basically got to go to the top of the mountain.
I think you found it then. You found cut wood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be probably the most scenic portage ever. Yeah, very scenic.
That was a busy day. Crushed the Gulf today, and we thought we'd be able to zip around this waterfall. Turns out that is not the case. Sam and I scouted a route. It's a lot of hard work getting up to the plateau, and then it's just a ridge walk for 3 or 4 kilometers over beyond the falls, which then we're going to descend, which we haven't scouted. We weren't able to see that far, but we do have some big moves to make tomorrow, and it's going to be a full day of it, we think. So early to bed, early to rise. We want to make use of the morning tomorrow before it gets too hot. We're going to be up above the trees with no water. We just want to be in the best shape that we can be.
Andy, I told you it wasn't pegged down. Only the fly.
You sacrificed your socks for that one, Sam.
I did. That's why we bring many pairs. We were sitting around enjoying our breakfast, and out of the corner of my eye I see this big dark flash blowing through the air, and Tristan and Jan's tent flew from the shore into the river, and as you can see here downstream, it may have just blown away forever.
Disappeared.
Yeah. So I hopped into the river and grabbed it.
Our hero, Sam Caldwell.
All right, we're gearing up for the big ridge portage around the waterfall. But we're going way up, right to the top, above the tree line, and it might be a day's activity. Leg 1 done above the tree line. We're 2 carrying these portages, so we're going back for the canoes and the bear barrels.
Yeah, just keep going.
Up, up, up.
All the way.
Nice work.
Yeah. You know how some people spend their vacations?
Sam, where are we off to?
That peak way up there with all this gear. How was getting the canoe over that creek?
Tough. Blood and sweat.
Tears? No tears yet.
Tears of happiness when we're done with portage. Obviously, this is an insane portage. The elevation is crazy. But luckily, this is the most fit group I think I've ever done a trip with. New guy Sam, ultra marathon runner. Tristan, canoed across North America, biked across South America. Jan, crazy German, 0 vices. So I am with the absolute A team to be able to make this work. And we're making it work. Just jumping from checkpoint to checkpoint as we cross this ridge. And just trying to stay hydrated and not twist an ankle. The scenery up here is absolutely incredible.
Like that scree is nothing.
Yeah.
From here.
Oh, I was just getting to the scree. We got to a point where there's a few different ridges we can take, and each of them are committing. There's a lot of opportunities to be cliffed out, and this is as far as Sam and I scouted yesterday. So instead of bringing our gear to a ridge, we're preemptively gonna just check it out. So comfortable.
Drop. I don't know how avoidable it is. I saw some open land to the left. I was trying to veer into that.
This to me looks like an old tent ring. Wonder how old it is, man. Old fire ring. This is a historic route. A.P. Lowe, adventurer and geologist from the late 1800s, used this river to go inland and before him, the Inuit and the Cree would take this inland. I don't know how old this tent ring is, but it looks pretty old to me, and it's at a pretty pivotal spot on this portage here. I think the boys they're cheering up there, so I think it's the river's right there. Let's go. Look at that.
We're so close.
We're so close.
And all that elevation we gained, we pretty much had to.
Yeah.
Like we're not going down that much.
Whew. Oh my. Good?
Welcome to the Destroyed River.
Again.
Oh, howdy!
Woo! Oh yeah, shoes off feels amazing.
Oh. 6.5 hour portage. We're on the mountain pass at the Detroit's waterfall.
Yeah! Where's that tailwind at?
Looking at the map, we're coming up to another waterfall. This one is not as big as that last one, but it's still significant.
Wow, it's a triple fall.
Oh my god. If we didn't just come around that monster waterfall that we just portaged around, I'd be looking at this one right here, saying this is the most boisterous waterfall that I've seen in a long time. This river is really pumping. It's big. There's a lot of water. There's no obvious route here. Same bush that we've been dealing with before, but Sam disappeared over there and ended up on this ridge. Sort of lost my steam that I had earlier. All the excitement of finishing the last portage, and now just showing up to this next one that's gonna take some hard work as well. What are we doing over here?
Oh, what do we have to say, Noah?
It's a really hard day, and I just taking a moment to reflect.
And I took the opportunity and stuck a GoPro in his face.
That's what you gotta do.
Because that's what he usually does with us. Sammy over there, still all fresh.
Rocking a t-shirt.
I wouldn't say fresh. I'm not fully exhausted yet. These flies are really pissing me off.
So way out in the distance there, the biggest peak that you see, that was our portage today. So glad we're done with that. Could have been a lot worse. We got to high ground, we stayed above the trees. I always say that I'd rather go 3 times as far than have to bushwhack. Bushwhacking is an energy killer. It takes a lot of time, high injury potential, but to find the high ground, we had to go to the top of the mountain ridge.
I never looked back on a portage and have it be a mountain.
can really feel the dehydration from yesterday.
How can you?
It's like, at least I can.
Yeah.
Today we're going to be paddling up the Detroit River, which will then be leaving to Portage overland to the Clearwater River. There's some expectation that this is going to be tough. We're going to be going against the current, and then the Portage is going to be a multi-day slog over to the Clearwater. We're all a little sore and tired from yesterday, but the morale is still high, and we're feeling good.
Whoa, we're already there.
Yeah, we've been cruising.
We're halfway to the Portage.
Really?
I think so.
Yeah. But we got through the oxbow, right? That was just there?
Yeah.
There's another map we don't know about? We'll be portaging before we know it.
If we can beat that wind, which seems like we might, that'd be great to have on the Portage.
Yeah. Don't jinx it. The river becomes quite narrow here.
Yep. So this part of the trip, there's a lot of topography, a lot of dramatic rocks, cliffs, a lot of terrain. And part of the reason of that is this part of Hudson Bay, there's two parallel geological fault lines. Faults occur from the crust either being pulled apart or being compressed through tectonic forces, creating large rock masses to either get squeezed up or drop down. And around us, this is just a speck of like the large geological feature that is a fault.
There we go, another point of reference. Island.
Is that it right there?
I think so. Oh, I think that's the second one.
Well done, though.
Yeah, that was fast.
We're crushing it. It's 11:30 and we crushed 17 kilometers
Upstream.
upstream. That is,
Almost a day's mileage.
if we were to go on that little hump there, we would be on the wrong side of the
We've gone too far. I feel like.
brook. Although street areas have proven to be better walking than these alder bushes. But we can just get up there and look around.
Here we go. Up the creek.
Oh yeah. You get choked.
It's the Boggy Buggy Portage. Here we go. Mine has a mosquito in it and an ant and a black fly. It's got everything.
Oh, that's the money shot.
Oh,
Yanni!
there's some hot food in the guts. The world is bright again.
Just had a nice warm lunch thanks to Tristan. And now we have about a 1.6 kilometer portage. So this is the start of our long crossing over to the Clearwater River.
Corey.
All good, all good. You okay?
Yeah.
It's wet and buggy. The rain seems to slow down just a bit. And Jan found a game path that we've been sort of following.
You're jealous. whole thing, Sam? Jesus.
Oh, a couple tight spots, that was it.
Yeah, a couple tight spots for you.
This is a good one.
Oh, it's a lot brighter up here now.
On that today.
Big old fire. Or trench.
Oh, there's your pants. I think at this point it doesn't matter whether you wear dry pants, raincoat.
So it's coming on 6 o'clock. The rain's been consistent all afternoon. We're getting to the point where we're all soaked through, starting to get really hungry, but we still are on portage mode. So we're gonna keep moving forward. You see it? Oh, nice, yeah.
It's faint.
It's there though.
It's there.
Rainbow! Things are happening over here in Nunavik. Woo!
Yeah. Several.
Bowls are overflowing a little bit here.
I like it.
Thank you, Tristan.
This is Sam's first time.
I'm really excited for this. It looks really good. How'd you come up with this one?
I found a recipe online that was like
Oh, really?
adjacent to this, and then I tried it, and I was like, "Yep, I'm in."
The peanut butter was really good.
I know. Yeah.
All afternoon we're in the rain, but as soon as we get to camp, the rain stops. We're able to get our tent set up, dry off our clothes a bit. Successful day all in all. We did about 23 kilometers today, which is exceptionally well considering we did the whole morning upriver and then we spent the afternoon banging out portages. But when it's raining like that, you really don't want to stop because that's when you start getting cold. So that actually helped us move on a little more today than maybe we would have. But we got to this nice site, really open, some nice reindeer moss to set up our tents, and it's about 9:30 and then we're shutting her down. Another full day on the water, but a good day.
Day 5. Day 5.
A lot of rain last night.
So yesterday we went up the Detroits, which we then left to go up that Beaver Creek and started that nasty portage route to where we are today. Looking at the map, we have another full day of portages. There's about 12, just banging through small ponds, a couple bigger lakes to get to the Clearwater River. The weather looks uncertain, and so do the portages. It might be another day like yesterday, and we're all sort of getting into that mental state to just portage in the rain. Wet, cold, and hungry, similar to yesterday.
He's ready.
spirits are high. It's not raining. Sort of open country. We're good. We've reached the part of this portage string where the water is starting to flow towards the clear water. As you guys know, we love to say it, but we just crossed the height of land. We're also starting to see the first evidence of other people being here. There's a sign on this tree that looks like it got ripped up by a bear.
Oh, it's like corrugated plastic.
Bears like that, just like gnawing on weird stuff.
Yeah. Well, have you tried it? Maybe it's maybe it's good.
This is hummus, dehydrated hummus with a little bit of olive oil. We'll have some pine nuts and some cheese on naan bread.
Hello. Been
Yeah.
looking forward to eating these pine nuts ever since I saw them in your bag.
I just don't know what it's going to be like when we step in the box. Give it a try.
It's been a lot of portaging today. Hasn't rained though, but the temperature is slowly dropping, which is good for portaging, keeping the bugs at bay.
It's better. Yeah. It's a lot windier as well.
All right.
Stuff like that.
So we got to camp a little early tonight. It was a full day of portaging. We're all getting really tired. We noticed our breaks were taking a little longer. Our backs were a little sore. We're one portage away from Clearwater River, but we thought this would be a good spot for the night. Very flat, lots of reindeer moss. The temperature is dropping pretty substantially. Something might be coming through, so we want to get nice and set up before anything does. A lot of the portaging today, there wasn't really much bushwhacking. As you can see, the forest is pretty sparse, especially with these black spruce and reindeer moss. Coming into a forest like this, we know that it's going to be relatively open and we're going to be finding clean lines. The other cool thing about these northern spots is a lot of the time we're following game trails. Around here, there's a lot of black bears and caribou that always take the path of least resistance, and it actually looks like a man-made trail. Sometimes they don't go in the direction we're going, but sometimes we can connect and get through some hairy sections.
This is a Thai chicken red curry. And there's lots of extra.
Oh, baby, let's go. What's one word that you would use to describe today?
Wet. Very wet.
Dreary. Dreary.
Gloomy?
Achy. It's day 5, and I find this is sort of when the pain plateaus. It's also the time where it starts to feel like there is no beginning and no end, and you're sort of just in the middle of total zen. And it's the part of a trip that I value the most on these longer style canoe trips.
And we want to go like this way, but there's a large mountain there.
Yeah.
That's the Clearwater River. Setting our eyes for the first time on it. Now we just gotta get there.
Oh, good catch.
We gotta get there safely, I guess. The Clearwater River!
Yo!
Did it.
Days of portaging, but we make it to the Clearwater River, the main vein leaving Clearwater Lake, our next destination. We got lots of waterfalls and rapids to cross, but life's gonna be a lot easier now that we're on the river.
That last portage, it took us a couple of hours.
Yeah, I believe it.
2 solid hours of work.
About 4K or so, maybe 3 or 4K to our first feature.
That's what I look.
We got to our first big feature. With our luck, that'll be barren again.
Yeah. Because we have good luck.
It's actually a double waterfall. There's one there, and then
Yeah,
another one there.
it splits around an island, really. And we've hit the 100-kilometer mark.
Nice.
Hey!
Since 11:11.
Wow, a lot of things going our
It's
way.
all coming together.
Wow. A 3-set waterfall. We gotta get up and around it. We're just looking for a way to do it. The shoreline's very steep, as you guys can see.
Ay, ay, ay! We were just saying how the trip feels different now. Gone are the days of endless portages hopping from pond to pond. And now we're in the world of big river and portaging around waterfalls. Which I guess the activity is still the same, but it feels better, it feels different. Must be on the right track. He's pulling so hard.
Yeah. Ah. Yes, sir! Woo! It got so glassy and hot. I don't know how warm it is, but it's definitely in the high teens, I'd say. Keeps you on your toes. Nice change of pace. There's a white wolf on the far bank. I think he might be between those trees. All right, first cast. that's a strong fish. Laker on the fly. I just got him right on the upper lip there. Comes out pretty easily. Awesome.
Ready? Yeah, go.
These aren't as boisterous as the ones we were seeing earlier, so we might try to track up a bit. When you're lining or tracking, that's the highest probability of smacking your head, which is one of the main reasons why we bring this helmet, is for when you're walking beside the boat, not necessarily when you're in the boat. Dude, awesome.
Yeah,
You did great.
good instructing.
Man, you can walk ahead.
Okay, let me get to that rock.
I got it here, you just do your thing. End of the day, it's about 8 o'clock. Not when you want to be doing this sort of stuff. It's big water right there. All right, we just finished tracking upriver and I just cast the line to get a troll in. And almost right away, we got something here. Staying deep, some good head shakes. How big is this? It's a good size.
Yeah, that's a deep one.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Look at that. That's dinner.
Nice.
We just entered a large lake, unnamed, but it's got to be 8 kilometers long, 10 kilometers long. $13-hour day.
I'm really happy to be here. But that was really nice paddling. Calm, glassy, beautiful sunlight.
And we got some dinner. So we filleted up the lake trout. I find in different areas where I catch lake trout, the meat can be different colors. Up in the Northwest Territories, it was blood red. In Labrador, it was yellow. And this is looking like salmon. This should be really good. This is about 3 or 4 pounds of just straight meat, skinless, boneless, purebred lake trout. It's like a night and day difference compared to like this moment and the same 24 hours ago.
Yeah, we've lived a whole life, eh?
We lived a whole life today.
Since then.
I thought we can start a bit with the noodles.
Yes,
Love that idea.
Arrived tonight around 9 p.m. So long, full day on the water. The lake that we're on right now doesn't even have an English name. And that just says something about how many lakes are up here. It's such a beautiful spot. I'm lost for words. We ate a huge meal. We're all stuffed. It's probably the latest night for us. And it's all she wrote, I think.
Good day to be alive. 90% of my stuff is damp right now, including most of my socks. So I'm trying to keep what's dry for the moment.
Do you have any socks left that are dry?
I always have one certified dry pair of socks.
Certified.
Yeah, so I'm not touching those. unless I need to.
Yeah, we've had about three days of wet weather, and a lot of our stuff is damp. So having a day like today, just to get some stuff dry, goes a long way with the morale. It's 9 o'clock, it's already getting hot. Glassy, calm. We're gonna make it to Clearwater Lake today, if all goes well. That's the monster meteor impact site that we're gonna hopefully see and lay eyes on this afternoon.
Here we go, landing up a class 4 rapid. Woo!
Yeah!
Uh-oh.
Love it.
As we approach Clearwater Lake, there's a lot of these class 2 to class 4s that we gotta track up. We're getting really good at it, but the water's cold, but it's refreshing. I just dipped my nuts.
Really well set in my ways. Don't fall for the latest craze, it's a scam. Not as sexy as I once was. Don't care about cool cause I'm an old man.
This is what it's like.
You're a boy, you're a white-eyed boy. Boy, boy, she's a wild girl. Oh yeah.
Just taking a quick break from all the tracking for some lunch and to dry out all our stuff that has been soaking wet for the last few days. This is a nice feeling, trying to get a full reset going.
Look at this yard sale.
So this is the final set of rapids before Clearwater Lake. So far, so good.
Ready?
Yeah.
How cold is this water though?
I've been too warm, so I've been dunking.
We did it!
Yeah.
Up the river!
Yet.
All right, we hooked onto a lunker. Oh, you're just spooling me. Do you hear that just buzzing?
Yeah. We got a lunker.
Oh, I would have snagged him. That's why he was fighting weird.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Last minute catch late in the day, fourth quarter. Another trout dinner. Similar size to yesterday, maybe a little fatter.
Bigger to me.
Did that just happen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're trying to get to shore because just to regroup.
Yeah.
And it was like, and you're just like spooling me, and I was like, oh my God. So it was getting hairy out there. The wind started to pick up, and we decided to get to this beach to regroup. Moments before landing, we hook into a beautiful trout for dinner. It was looking like we weren't going to be having fish today, but last minute, we got a nice one in the boat. Biggest of the trip so far. Thank you. Thank you, Lake. It's going to be a good eats. So tonight we're doing the classic fish dinner, mashed potatoes, veggies, and fresh caught, wild, blood red lake trout on Clear Lake. There you go. Got him. So I saw a fish rise thinking it was a lake trout. So I casted the fly and caught this, maybe a PB brook trout. Up there. Beautiful fish. Very light colors compared to the ones in Nova Scotia, but distinctive with the square tail. Glassy, calm morning, which is perfect for paddling on this lake. We're looking at the weather forecast, and tomorrow looks like the wind's gonna be picking up. So we wanna get off this lake today. That means we're gonna have to cruise about 40-ish kilometers. But weather like this, we're in good shape. The Clearwater Lakes is a double meteor impact site that's so large that you can fit Manhattan in just the West Crater. What makes this site so unique is that the West Crater formed 280 million years ago and the East Crater formed 460 million years ago, so 180 million years apart. But what's truly remarkable is that these two meteorites originally crashed into Earth in completely separate regions. One in the northern hemisphere and one in the southern hemisphere, more than 7,000 kilometers apart. Over hundreds of millions of years, the slow drift of the tectonic plates has since brought them together, placing them side by side in what is now northern Quebec. Exploring the Clearwater Lakes was one of the main reasons we wanted to paddle this route, to experience for ourselves the vastness and remoteness of this one-of-a-kind lake. Awesome.
What a beast! Hell yeah.
Fish tacos for lunch?
Yeah, man. It's pretty good, yeah.
Holy macaroni.
It'll be good eating. You guys are gearing up with the dry suits, eh? The dry pants?
Yeah, it's not warm.
No.
Seems to be working.
We're doing a surf and turf lunch, chorizo sausage, lake trout, cheese, mayo. Has this ever been done before, do you think?
A lot going on. The mayonnaise, woo!
So we did about 22 kilometers this morning and are on the far side of the lake. And we have another 13 or so to get to the outflow. If the weather holds, and it looks like it will, we'll be safe before the weather hits tomorrow.
Okay, the team is feeling lethargic after a big fishy chorizo cheesy wrap lunch. Yeah, I mean, should just get sucked up the bay, I think.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, nice coarse grain.
Yeah, very coarse. Ah, leave it rhyme.
We made it to the other side of the Clear Lakes to where we're going to be exiting tomorrow. It's about 33 kilometers, Glasscon. We've been so lucky with the weather. We found a nice campsite similar to last night, rocky beach with a high bluff, flat camping pad. Another beautiful day. The days just fly by now, it's nuts.
40% chance of rain at 10, 80% at 12, 100% at 2, lightning bolts all day.
Lightning bolts.
Yeah.
So no rain tonight, that means we can have some fun, run around, do some things.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it's southwest wind tomorrow.
And we'll probably put our heads down tomorrow and just keep at it because the weather sucks. At least for the better half of the day.
Some really big wolf tracks up on this ridge. I'd love to see one a little closer. The wolf is my favorite animal, especially the white wolf. To me, it represents northern Canada and our wilderness areas.
Oh, there's not as much left over as last time.
Oh yeah. Nice. Salty goodness.
We heard about an old Inuit hunting cabin on the other side of the bay, so we thought we'd go on a little exploration mission to see what it's all about.
And we all have like a matching uniform too. Man, we're still sitting high out of the water. Bro! Rolling down the
Couple of handsome voyageurs.
The voyageurs of the sunset.
They like me a lot.
Today we're going to be going from the headwaters of the Clearwater River to the headwaters of the Nastapoka. The weather looks subpar. We're going to get some weather today. It's already starting to look a little different. The clouds right now are saying that we're going to get some rain in the next few hours. We think it's 2 days until we get to the Nastapoka River. This trip was designed to run the Nastapoka. I've been looking at this river for a long time on a map, and this for me is the prize of the trip. This morning I walked the beach and I found some fresh wolf tracks, fresher than our prints from yesterday, which makes me think through the night there was a wolf walking the shore beside our camp. Another elusive animal is the caribou. We're seeing lots of signs, antler sheds, but we haven't seen one yet. So this is another animal we've been keeping an eye out for.
I like Kendrick.
Oh yeah. It's the morning routine. Pack up camp with the bug jackets on.
Yeah. No bugs on shore. 1 billion bugs 10 meters away.
How'd
How
you
it
sleep?
goes.
How'd you sleep last night?
Not great. There was 1, maybe 2 mosquitoes in the tent. They clearly didn't bother you, because you slept like a baby, it seems. But they kept buzzing around my face all night and I just couldn't kill them.
Day 9 underway. 10 to 8. Most mornings we've been leaving camp between 7:15 and 8 o'clock.
I woke up at 3:30 last night and it was quite light out at that point.
Really?
Yeah, I looked out of the tent and I was like, man, is it morning? Do I have to get up now?
It's 3:30.
Yeah.
It's like the middle of the night.
Were you ready to portage at that point?
Oh God, no.
We're trying to stay quiet this morning to see if we can find any wildlife along the way. This area looks pretty good for wildlife. It's very open, lots of areas to roam. So we're paddling really quiet this morning. This is pretty representative of those top of the watershed lakes where there's really not much water and it's a bit of a drag.
Ooh, I need sunscreen.
Okay, it's day 8 here on this medium-sized lake between Clearwater and Marine Wolf Lake. And Jan has completely lost his mind. And Noah is just a shell of a human, having lost his sanity 4 days ago. It's just Sam and I clinging on to reality. Burgers? Burgers?
The wind's been picking up all afternoon, and now the clouds are coming and we just started hearing thunder in the background.
We're in it now!
Oh, did you see that? Look for the bang.
Oh, there's another one right behind us.
Where should we hide?
You're getting surrounded. Are we going up that set?
That's our Portage.
Maybe we hunker down on the right side among the trees and sort of come up with a game plan.
Sam, what do you think about this?
It's wet, very wet. Okay. Oh, we get it. Hello.
This should be under the tarp. This should be under a tarp.
I feel it on my head. Oh, brief pause. Okay.
We're approaching the last portage leading into Marine Wolf Lake. After this, it's all downhill to Hudson Bay. Heideland crossing! Heideland Portage. After this, it's all downhill to Hudson Bay.
Here she starts to go. Send it.
All right, we got to camp. The rain has stopped. We've been really lucky with when we get to camp, the rain just stops for us. The wind's picked up. It's still kind of cold. Tristan's making us a shepherd's pie for dinner.
So this is the bottom layer of the shepherd's pie. You need a bit of imagination for this meal. Dun, 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 dun. There's your portion.
8 a.m., wind 34, gust to 58. Feels like -3.
Okay.
Wind at 2 p.m., west 38 kilometers an hour.
Is that a gust?
Gusting to 63.
Oh, guys.
Uh-oh.
That's a direct headway.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good day, regardless.
So it looks like a cold front's coming through. After the storm we had today, the wind's been picking up, the temperature's been dropping. It's gonna be tough going, but we've been so lucky on the lakes, we can't complain. But we know it's gonna be a cold, windy day tomorrow on the big lake. The lake before Nastapoka, the river that dreams are made of. It is cold this morning. We're definitely in a cold front. Yesterday, a cold air mass overtook a warm air mass, pushing that air up, and that's what creates those long, thick cumulonimbus clouds that hold rain, thunder, and lightning. Once those clouds break and it starts raining, that cold air mass keeps moving forward, creating cold and windy conditions. This is known as a low pressure system. This is the coldest it's been on the trip yet. On the Garmin inReach, it said it feels like -3 this morning.
Okay, Sam, what's the mantra for today?
Be wet, but never forget. I don't know the rest. I'll think of it later.
Okay, what is it, Sam?
Be wet, stay wet.
Let's
We're
go.
gonna never be dry again. But it's almost like we're accepting that we're gonna be wet, you know? There's just no avoiding it. I kind of like it. I flipped it around in my mind, and I'm for it.
Today we were paddling across Lac de Loup-Marin, which when I first saw on the map, I was like, what the hell is a Loup marin. Loup means wolf, marin is marine, so it's a lake of marine wolves, which I've never heard of before, but turns out they're inland freshwater seals.
These freshwater seals are a version of the harbor seal. And these are rare, as in they're the only ones in the world that live in fresh water. Apparently they've been isolated here for the last 3,000 to 8,000 years. Originally this area was connected to the sea, and there's apparently only 60 to 600 of them around. It's a rare sighting. We were told by the parks if we see one to GPS the location and let them know. So if we see one, it'll be a really cool experience. We're gonna be fighting a lot of wind today, a lot of headwind. It's gonna be up to 60+ km gusts. So the way we're gonna tackle this is hop from island to leeward shoreline to leeward shoreline, even if it's a longer distance.
We've reached Rest Your Shoulders Point and Granola Bar Island.
Oh.
And Caribou Leg.
Oh, getting out of my little skirt.
Yeah.
So this,
I think we're gonna get smoked around this point.
it's a 6-km channel with potentially straight headwind. This might be our last rest for a little bit.
All right, we're about to turn this point, turn the corner around this point, and it's gonna be crazy. Straight up headwind, 50-60 k an hour.
And then you can have your cup for tea.
What's the plan this afternoon, Jan?
Pedal as hard as you can and get as far as you can.
The technique we're using is the 50-stroke madness in the really, really tough pinch points around the points. And then everywhere else it's 100-stroke madness. 100 strokes on one side as hard as you can, 100 strokes on the other side as hard as you can.
All right, we just had a nice little lunch. We're about halfway down the lake. The wind's gonna stay consistent, but the sun is out and the morale is up. So we just gotta keep plugging away here for the rest of the day to get to the Nastapoka proper.
So it looks like the wind might have got the better of us. We just got to the main section of the lake and it is full-blown whitecaps. We're barely making any distance, burning a lot of energy. We've already gone about 16, 17 kilometers for the day, about 10 kilometers left. We're gonna hang out on this beach for a bit get a weather forecast and maybe strike tonight. We're gonna let the weather decide.
Well, I've got good news and I've got bad news. What do you want first? The good news is that the wind dies down slightly by tomorrow. Conversely, that means that it's going to continue in the same direction, same intensity for the rest of the evening.
That's all right.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
We're heading over there.
Or like a quarter wind. Yeah.
Okay.
Vibes were up and down. First thing in the morning, I really wasn't looking forward to getting in the boat. Tristan had the great idea to put the spray decks on, which was a big difference. There were some moments where I felt like I was paddling as hard as I could and we weren't moving. We ended up doing 22K in total into a major headwind. Most of it felt unsheltered. Yeah, I think I'll have some stiff shoulders and back tomorrow, maybe some core. And Tristan and Jan found this wonderful campsite just at the right moment when we were all starting to fade and all we could talk about was food. And we had a wonderful dinner courtesy of Jan. And now we're ready for bed. It was a big day.
Every day on this trip, we rotate who the chef is. So today, I'm doing breakfast, snacks, lunch, and dinner. This keeps it interesting. It keeps the meals fresh. It allows the chef to only be that chef 25% of the time. Next 3 days, I get to chill. It's a good way to do it on these big trips with multiple guys. About a week ago, we had rain and the bear barrel was open and rain accumulated in the bear barrel. And I'm just noticing now that Sam's peanuts got impacted by the rain.
Morning?
Morning. I have some bad news though.
What's that?
So I was taking this apart to get my food down there, and I found some water at the bottom, and I found some soggy peanuts.
Damn, I was worried about that. How soggy.
Not the soggiest.
All right, well, that's not the end of the world. They're like almost translucent.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Think of all the residue that's on these pans, like fish, ski. Yeah, they look crunchy. They look a little burnt, but that's okay.
Better burnt than rancid.
Yeah, 100%. I don't know, they seem okay.
How long do they have to last?
6 days.
It's looking like the wind died down today, and there is a high probability that we're going to be making it to the Nastapoka River.
Station hydrometric station.
All the cables are ripped out.
I don't know.
When was last entry?
2019. This goes back to the early 90s. Looks like
Yeah, 1999.
1990. 1990 is the first one. And just like that, there's current. We're going downstream. It's subtle, but you can see it around the rocks.
Day 11, first 10 days going up. Hopefully last 10 days going down.
We are approaching the first little feature on the Nastapoka.
We're coming up to the first feature on the Nastapoka. It's loud and it's not mapped. We're gonna eddy out here. Get ready for some big waves. So we're gonna keep going. Okay? Do a brace. There you go. Forward. Hard. Hard, hard, hard. Forward, forward, forward. We're good. The Pelican case came out. Really? Yeah. Don't worry about it, keep paddling. Slow back paddles. Okay, forward. Awesome, thank you. That was pretty big, eh?
Oh man, one wave was huge.
Okay, that was a big wave.
You guys see smoke there?
We were in the middle. We were to the left of those, to the right of those big waves.
Did you go through them?
Yeah.
We got smoke. I got smoked.
Lost the Pelican case.
It fell over?
Yeah.
You don't tie it in?
I will now.
That's great.
Humbling start on the Nastapoka. We didn't scout and we got sucked right down the middle. Luckily, neither boat tipped, but it goes to show that this rapid wasn't even marked on our map, and we got to take every narrowing with a precaution. And we have 190 kilometers of it. We got to a class 3. Sam and I lined it. Jan and Trish are gonna go for it. We're at the bottom with the throw rope and the camera. It's a big set. It's cold out, it's like 4 degrees.
Okay, okay.
Is that what this is?
No, but. Hi, fans. I whipped up some bannock.
Hey fans, I whipped up some bannock.
You want a spoon?
No, I'm good now.
He's got a river knife.
We approached a class 4 mega sets here. I've been shivering a bit. I don't know, it can't be double digits out. And it's raining is on and off. Alright, we're in good shape here. Hard, hard, hard. Back paddle, back paddle, back paddle. Yep. Forward. Oh, yeah, dude.
Dude, I didn't even see that massive rock.
Yeah,
That's a wake-up call.
yeah,
I was so focused on the waves right in front of us.
yeah.
That's a good reminder. Like, keep my head up.
Yeah, because if we hit that sideways, that's the end of the trip.
Yeah.
Floodplain in.
Day 11. About 5:15. Been fighting this headwind. Woo! It's starting to get to us.
It was a cold day, cold and windy. I've had a chill going all day. I don't know what it was, just the cold weather, and I was a little wet and I was shivering So it's nice to be in some warm clothes, my fleece pants, got a fire going, gonna start up some dinner, and we're in a leeward spot as well. This area that we're paddling through is much different than earlier on in the Clearwater. We're surrounded by a lot of glacial features, a lot of sand being pushed around. We're camping on this beach that's connected to this 20+ kilometer esker. And it's interesting because the river breaks through the esker and you can see these two large ridges on either side. An esker is a type of sediment deposit from the melting of the glaciers. When the glaciers are melting, it creates a network of channels underneath where water's flowing and it's moving sediment. And the esker is one of these channels that is filled up with sediment. These are used by wildlife as corridors and it's great for sightseeing for tourists like us, and is much different than what we've been seeing earlier on in the trip, which is just pure Canadian shield. I'm sure the river's going to change when we go further down, but this spot in particular has definitely its unique taste. What's on the menu this morning?
Well, same thing we have every morning. What do we have? We've got pumpkin seeds, sliced almonds, dates, coconut powder, and some granola.
Sam, how's your body feeling?
Actually pretty good. So I figured I'd loosen up a bit before all the big whitewater later today.
You think there's going to be some big whitewater today?
Well, considering the map has like 6 or 7 kilometers of continuous features, I would say yes.
Yesterday, after that first hit, when we hit that big wave, we took it sort of easy for the rest of the day, but we slowly got our confidence back and hit a few big sets. Did some heavy lines. This is the first time Sam and I have ever whitewater paddled together. Sam, is this your first time whitewater paddling?
It is indeed.
This is a big jump for someone who's never been in a whitewater canoe before. Today, as the river narrows, we're going to be getting into more moving water, more features, and now that it's warmed up a bit too, I think today's going to be a better day. Nice. Perfect, good job. We've approached a class 5. This is too big for a canoe, but we're going to see what our options are. The rules are, if you can run it, you run it. If you can't run it, you line it. If you can't line it, you portage. This far right line looks pretty good, but there's a hole that you'd have to hit pretty perfect. You wouldn't want to get stuck right in there. Draw! Forward! Okay, we're in. Nice.
That was a great class 5.
Yeah. Your hunt done.
Good spot. Lunchtime! Woo! Yeah, lunch!
We're going with Tristan's famous surf and turf. Are you kidding me? He broke me off too. Oh. Okay.
Where's the other hook?
So I lost this fish on the muddler minnow. First fly. Second fly. On a beautiful brook trout. That's a big fish.
A worthy opponent. Good for you. All right, day 11. Still, it's 4:30. The wind has grown. It's sunny. It's reasonably warm. It's a good day.
One final set before we set up camp for the night.
What do you think about the spot right there on the stick? Can your tent handle like decent wind?
Maybe. I don't know.
Hasn't broken yet. This is a cool spot.
Okay, I threw a stimulator on. I'm going for a topwater bite. I bought these flies years ago for another trip and I never used them, and I fully invested. I bought like 10 of them and they've never seen the water. So I thought, you know what? Why not use a stimulator? And what is better than seeing a trout rise? Right away, beautiful brook trout. Man, these are some of the biggest brook trout I've ever caught. This is gonna be for dinner. What a slab. So this is a big brook trout to me. If I was to catch this in Nova Scotia, it would be a personal best by far. And I don't know how many I've caught this big. They're just big fish in this river. This is a brook trout, my favorite eating fish. I'm gonna fillet it Nova Scotia style. I'm not gonna be taking out the slabs of meat. I'm just gonna be taking out the entire core of the fish for Tristan's dinner tonight. That's some good meat right there, boy.
That looks amazing. All right, folks, we've got a brook trout risotto, sun-dried tomatoes, and mushrooms with lots of Parmesan cheese.
Wow, how long did it take to reserve this table?
We booked this like 9 months ago.
You also have a huge insect on your hand.
Is it cool?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Look at that. He can stay there.
So I've been meaning to take this out when we reach the Nastapoka, but I sort of forgot. We brought some whiskey to celebrate the milestone of being on the Nastapoka. It looks like yesterday I forgot my spoon on the last campsite. So Tristan, being the guy he is making me a brand new spoon from a piece of wood that he got here.
We are officially at the 300-kilometer mark of this trip. Day 13.
Oh. We were just paddling along. We just saw a bunch of rising fish, so I casted the dry fly, and lo and behold, we got a fish. Woo! Beauty!
And hard.
Oh, let's go! Does it really get any better than that? Brook trout on the dry fly. Nunavik, baby. Another dandy. Okay. That's like 6 or 7 fish from this one pool. There's another guy following him. This is the second time this has happened. Broke off on a trout, then caught it right after with the same fly. Okay, that had to be some of the craziest trout fishing I've ever had. They're like pets. You might have never seen a fly before or a human being. We approached this class 4, we scouted it, and it looks like there's a line to line the boats on river left. There's a couple crux moves. We made it to camp for the night. Unlike previous nights where we wanted shelter from the wind and the rain and the elements, tonight we want wind from reprieve from the bugs. So we're camping on a really barren island. When it gets hot like this, hot and calm, this is when the bugs light up, and we want to do what we can to avoid that riot.
We got some shepherd's pie, ground beef, onions, celery, mushrooms, corn, peas, carrots, potatoes, and gravy.
It's looking like it's gonna be another really hot day on the river. Not a cloud in the sky, dead calm. Gonna have to take lots of breaks, lots of sunscreen, lots of water, and there's gonna be a lot of bugs as well. This morning I did a little rationing with the coffee, and it looks like we only have about 6 days left of coffee rations if we do 1 scoop. Typically we've been doing 1.5 scoops, so we're gonna be on a bit of a deficit for the rest of this trip.
That's a serious step.
Sam and I are the only ones that drink coffee. Tristan and Jan drink tea, so it's only me and Sam. They're gonna have to suffer with this.
Okay, day 14. We got sun, we got heat, and no wind. I think it'll be a 5 sunscreen application day.
5.
4 or 5.
The boats we're using for this trip are the 16 and the 17-foot skiff Prospector. The reason we went with the 2 different sizes is we had to ship our boats up here through air cargo, and the idea was that we could nestle the boats together to save on volume. Both boats have their pros and cons on these trips. I prefer the 17-footer because it sits a little higher in the water, you can carry more stuff, and it's a little faster on the lakes. But both are totally capable. The Prospect model is a very traditional type. It's good in whitewater, it's good on lakes, it's good on portages. We're also rocking spray skirts. This is a whitewater river and water can get in the boat really easily. And the spray skirt just stops that water from filling up the boat and potentially sinking us. Guys, there's a freshwater seal in this set of rapids.
So I think we were all expecting to see seals in Marine Wolf Lake, but about 100 kilometers inland of the ocean, we spotted our first one. It looked like it was feeding in the eddy and then going up the eddy and then taking the main current back. And so we're just continuing that cycle, feeding on fish, having fun in the rapids. It eventually spotted us, but what a cool experience. Doesn't look too crazy. On the left side.
See through?
Yeah, maybe on the left or right.
Breathe.
What the hell?
Is that just how they swim?
I've never seen a goose swim like that.
Dan's gone full silly mode here. He was full serious all morning. It's like, these swings are wild. Everyone's just dead. Too much sun. Day 14, 5 p.m. Everyone's kind of tired. Hungry as per usual, but feeling good. 100 kilometers to the end.
Everyone is feeling great. Just a bit, you know, feeling the 10 or 14 days by now, but still everyone in their full juice, as they say. Full of juiciness.
All right. It's been a long afternoon. We're calling it quits at about 5:20 today. We got to a campsite. The scenery has changed once again. It's looking super barren. It's like we're in the Arctic. On a map, we paddled about 38 kilometers today. Just zipping right along.
So over the last day, we've seen the terrain changing a lot. We started in the eskers that was formed from the glaciers, and now we're on this rock, which is the Canadian Shield. This is the oldest rock in the world. It's between 2 to 4 billion years old, and it's the root system of an old ancient mountain range that formed North America. Over the last billion plus years, that mountain range has been eroding away, And as it erodes away, the root system starts floating more to the surface because the crust is like an iceberg floating on the mantle. And as you cut off the top, the bottom keeps coming up. And today, we are on the Canadian Shield, the roots of those ancient mountains.
Okay, it is cool that we're standing on like the oldest rocks in the entire planet right here. We get to camp on it and have our fire on it. That's pretty sweet.
Yes, sir. Don't lose this guy, Noah, you little bugger.
Yeah.
Everywhere we go, big brookies.
Trophy size.
And the pad. You like double carried something at one point.
No, I took 3 things: paddles, a barrel, and a day bag.
There's some spaghetti sauce in there. We're making some bannock. The boys love bannock, so I'm bringing bannock to the table. I cooked it a little quicker than I wanted it to.
Hello, little bugger.
Just wanted to practice my fly cast.
All right, there's a lot of stuff happening right now. All right, guys. You know when the fishing's hot, I like to throw the mouse pattern fly.
On the mouse.
There you go.
Oh! They love the mouse.
Nice. That's the Nastapoka stain. Hello subscribers. Today is going to be a great day. You don't necessarily have to portage waterfalls.
Day 15. Waterfalls, wind.
The final 100 kilometers of the Nastapoka drops significantly in elevation as it pours off the Labrador Plateau and into Hudson Bay. For us, this means from here on out, the landscapes are going to get much more dramatic, with monster waterfalls and a deep river valley. And it's the part of the river that we've been the most excited about. But the price is going to be a lot of hard work to get there.
You guys going all the way down?
Yeah, we're gonna do the whole rapid backwards.
Push, Sam, push!
Portage! Monster erratic beside the rapids.
Go slack!
Hey! You did it! I just completed some pretty harried lining, and our nerves are shot. Good time to take lunch. It's about 12:30 anyways. Beautiful bedrock.
It's gotten so windy. First time in 3 days we're seeing clouds. And the wind's been picking up too, which means something might be brewing.
The wind is insane!
Do you want me to guide? You want a guide?
Sure.
Back in portage mode, the river gets steeper, and a lot of these sets are just chutes that we can't run in a canoe. The wind has died down and the skies have gotten grayer. Weather changes fast up here.
Double barrel.
For dinner tonight, we're doing the Moonlit Mountain Southwestern Pork Chili. Moonlit has been supporting us for the last few years, and this is my favorite one of their meals. It's 1,040 calories per serving. I find with these freeze-dried packages, typically a lot of brands, they don't have enough calories, but Moonlit really packs a punch. A lot of calories, fresh produce. It's a really good mix.
All right, dinner's up.
Hey!
Yay! Oh, so these are ready to go? Just open and eat?
Open and eat, simple as that.
It's very good.
Good stuff. It's like my dad's chili. It's really good.
Unfortunately, there's no dessert tonight. Other than these Hershey's chocolate bars.
Oh, thank God.
I knew he was kidding.
Creamy milk chocolate.
Hello. Thank you. Rain starts Sunday afternoon and then goes all Monday.
Yeah. What's today?
Friday.
We've got to about 40 kilometers from Hudson Bay. This is part of the river that it starts descending a lot more quickly, and a lot of the sets become waterfalls and chutes and ledges that we're not going to be able to run. But it's going to make for some really dramatic scenery over the next couple days. This is probably one of our buggiest sites yet. The weather changes so fast. The wind we had turned into this torrential downpour to just dead calm, and this is what the mesquites love, just dead calm, overcast conditions. The river is really starting to change as it drops off the plateau en route to Hudson Bay.
Paddle portage, paddle portage, paddle portage.
All right, today we're in the final 40 kilometers of the river, and this is when it starts descending at a much steeper gradient. Today we might have about 7 marked portages, all around big features like chutes and waterfalls. It's gonna be a sightseeing day. Let's approach sort of slow until we kind of know where we want to land here. No drop. Yes, sir. All right, we're good. All right.
Well, that's your problem.
We'll just have less stuff on them.
Just had a pretty relaxing lunch. Today is a portage day, and we were expecting it to be a little more rainy and overcast, but it has turned out to be a beautiful, hot, sunny day. And for whatever reason, the black flies aren't that aggressive right now. So it's been nice. It's been a nice little lunch.
We're approaching a section that we've been sort of dreading. It's a twin set of waterfalls, and it's a kilometer-plus portage around it. This is giving us some PTSD from earlier on in the trip, portaging around a couple long, big waterfalls. It's 4 o'clock, and the goal today is to do the portage in full.
Okay, the portage is 100% worth this view. This is one of the wildest waterfalls I've ever seen. The portages all the way around into the far ridge. We're gonna try to get the gear there for another vantage point. But man, this is nuts.
You know what they say, don't go chasing waterfalls. I think they're wrong.
Not sure what that means. Virage serre. Serre.
Where are we right now?
Right here. GD.
Where's the crux move that we're concerned about?
This whole corner. Rapid 3, rapid 4.
It's those red lines that are
Those red
particularly
lines.
concerning. It says the rapid is long, high volume, difficult to scout, difficult to navigate, difficult to portage. Narrow channel, steep banks. All paddlers wishing to engage in this rapid should be very precautious. Like a rescue following capsize would be very long and difficult. So very encouraging.
Do they offer any advice?
I'm just translating. That's all we get.
Okay.
So you can't portage it, you can't line it, potentially you can't run it, so you're screwed.
So what's our game plan?
We just gotta approach it slowly and do our best.
This morning, we're gonna be paddling in to the crux of this river. We have this guidebook from about 15 years ago that has rapids marked and old portages marked. And this upcoming bend, there's a note in French saying it's too big to run, the terrain's too steep to portage, and the shoreline is too rugged to line. Essentially, good luck. On top of that, we got a weather report. Winds are gonna be gusting up to 80 kilometers an hour this afternoon, and thunderstorms. It's gonna be a tough day. It's starting off beautiful though. There's no bugs, and the lighting is so soft with the sun. It's the calm before the storm.
Day 17. We're all feeling a little bit nervous.
Let's do this. Let's send it.
Before we get there, we gotta get around this class 5 ledge. Wow, what a way to start the day. That really woke us up. The river's telling us to lock in as we approach the real crux.
It's 8:45, day 17. Noah and Sam just flipped their canoe while lining right off the bat. Kind of a bad omen for what's going to be a challenging day. We're entering into the canyon now. It's dark, cliff faces. The sky has also just gotten dark. It's like a Shakespeare play.
All right, we did a quick scout. There's a blind corner with a lot of white water. We know it's a class 3 turning into a class 4. We want to stay on the inner bank. There's an eddy that we're gonna aim for. We gotta pierce across a pretty strong current line.
Okay, so you gotta pick an arm, and if you have the rock, or the hand with the rock in it, then you go first.
Okay, left.
Okay, so it's us.
So we go first.
Alright.
Good luck, Rock.
Good luck, team.
Okay. Okay, Jan. Do this. Look at the team. Get in that eddy. No funny business.
Yeah, we want to stay left. Just stay left of all of that.
See this rock here? Yeah.
Yeah. Power, power, power! Yeah, a little bit too much, but we're good.
Okay, a little messy, but we got through. Woo!
Raw. So we're not gonna paddle hard into this.
Okay.
Just stop paddling for a second. See where that rock is right on the tip?
Yeah.
We're gonna go right left of that, or right of that. Paddle forward. Hard. Hard. Hard, hard, hard. There you go, buddy!
Yeah.
That one felt all right for you?
It felt a little wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like our strategy of being parallel to the current, I think was a bit risky. Because then we had a lot of, you then had to change your angle and push hard.
Right, yeah, yeah.
Instead of having that angle the whole time and that momentum.
Yeah.
It worked.
Yeah.
Got us here.
We got through. Now we're gonna go check the next set as we approach a class 4.
So the only feature I can see from here is this big rock right by the shore. And then right next to it is a little, not ledge, but a few rocks in the water. And we could just thread the needle. There's a channel. After that I can't see anymore. We would have to go even quite a bit further. It looks like a really good line.
All right, dude. Just as we practiced. Into the unknown. Yeah, we want to stay out of the trees, so if we get too close, it'll be a power, but if not, we're going to back paddle. It's a bit of a blind corner, but essentially we want to stay on the inner side of this river, and so we're just back paddle to the next eddy. All right, back paddle. All right, we're gonna go right to that rock. Paddle forward. Hard. All right. Paddle hard. Brace. All right, back paddle. And we gotta keep going here. Paddle forward, paddle forward. Keep going. You're good. Paddle hard. Draw, draw. Yes, sir.
was wild. I was slapping that. Wow, that was quick.
Holy smokes.
And it just kept going.
Yeah. You go around the corner, it's like, okay. Rather than try to sneak into a tight eddy, we just continued down the line and big water, but no big obstacles. Some crux moves by Sam. Awesome job.
Shall we keep the momentum and keep going? Should we take on a bit of water?
Let's bail the water out.
Okay. Yes, sir.
That was fun.
What a spot. For the last 6 or 7K, it's been non-stop. Just magnificent views, huge rock faces. The last couple days have been the most scenic on the river. We're approaching the final portage of the trip, and it's around another beautiful spot, the Nastapoka Falls. This falls pours into Hudson Bay. We're less than 10 kilometers from the coast, and it feels good. As we portage around Nastapoka Falls, we are leaving the Nastapoka River. Incredible river. We had like 6 or 7 days going down it. Highly recommend it if you're looking for an adventure. But our journey's not done. After this portage, we still have to get back to Tursujaq, which is a good 40 kilometers on Hudson Bay.
Be still, my darling. All is well, my darling. Your anxious heart is well bestowed. We sit down today, you know. Yeah, we sit down today, you know.
I can't see anything.
My darling, all is well, my darling.
1, 2, 3, Nastapoka! So now that we've passed the Nastapoka Falls, we are entering Hudson Bay, which is a big bay of the Arctic Ocean, which means it's saltwater. On our journey, we don't know how long it's going to be out there. We might get stuck because of wind, so we're bringing fresh water with us.
I tasted it and it tastes good. It's not salty. That's a reasonable amount.
We don't want to go through.
Yeah.
Say more than you think.
Yeah. That's like 3/4. It's pretty heavy.
We'll drink till we puke tonight.
We made it to the Hudson Bay. Winds are howling, it's raining. we're all soaked to the bone. It's getting colder. So, very excited that there's a cabin for us to hunker down in.
It looks good.
Oh, baby. Wow. Hello.
Ah, there's even power in here. I'm so soaked.
No.
All right, we made it to Hudson Bay. Bucket list item. Go for a swim. Ready for this? Always. Woohoo! Actually, not that bad.
It's been a couple hours. All our stuff is dried off because it's been pelting hot and calm. It's about 4:30. I took a 2-hour nap thinking that we'd be getting hammered all day with the wind and the rain, but it's looking beautiful right now. We did get a forecast and it's showing tonight and all day tomorrow the wind is going to stay at gusting about 70 kilometers an hour, which makes leaving the cabin right now not that tempting, even though this weather makes us want to keep paddling. So we still might wait it out, at least for tonight.
Thai red chicken curry. We've got a combination here of coconut milk powder and then dehydrated red curry paste. You guys all want fire roasted peanuts?
Fire roasted peanuts. So we saved the second half of the whiskey for when we made it to Hudson Bay. Carrying this with us for 17 days. Today, the wind has been blowing horribly off the coast. Way too windy to be paddling out there. On top of that, it feels like -3 and pure rain all day, very cold. So we decided to do a rest day in the cabin to wait out the storm. Looking at the weather over the next couple days, it's still gonna be tough. Still high winds with gusts around 40 kilometers an hour. And the fetch coming off Hudson Bay with this westerly wind is gonna pick up some serious swell. We're gonna get up really early tomorrow and set sail around sunrise to try to make best of the time before mid-afternoon, what seems to be the roughest waters. Regardless, Nunavik is not done with us yet. It's gonna be a hard couple days out of here. Today we've been lazing around camp, eating food, playing games, sleeping, journaling, doing all the things to prep us so we're ready for tomorrow.
Well, let's do a mega early start.
Yeah.
Maybe we could take a huge break in the afternoon and get back on the water. And like landing might be kind of hard.
Yeah.
Like it might just be like we pee in the boats and we eat in the boats, because we might just be bouncing and swell, which is fine and safe.
Cool. Got a plan, boys.
Well, do we have a time set?
When?
On the water at 4?
Why not?
There are crashing waves, like breaking waves, even far, far out.
It sounds cold, for sure.
It's definitely better.
Yeah.
We know today's gonna be a tough one. Most of the way to Omirak is a featureless shoreline, with no points or islands to hide behind. And the swell in Hudson Bay has been getting increasingly worse. Our goal today is to get as far as we can. We've heard of paddlers being stuck for weeks, and although the weather's bad, it could easily get worse.
Might be rough.
beyond the break.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a bit. Okay.
It's pretty choppy out here. Not so much the wind is the issue, but it's the swell. We just tried to land for a pee break, and the breaking waves are just too much. If we land, it'll be really hard to get back on the water.
We've been paddling for 5.5, 6 hours straight by now. And now we finally found a protected little nook where we can land and safely. Did it.
Halfway, Hudson Bay. That was awful. I was seasick the whole time. Oh, freezing cold. Just setting the tent up now.
This morning we paddled for about 5 hours straight. It was pretty white knuckle paddling. You couldn't even take a sip of your coffee because you're so focused on the big waves and trying to hit them in the right angles. 5 long hours until we found this little nook that was protected enough that we could land. Tristan was seasick. He was puking in his boat all morning. We were freezing, we were hungry. We found this refuge. We're really glad we found this spot.
So we got a weather update from the Garmin and from some folks at home. Thank you, Heidi. It looks like the wind's going to stay elevated throughout the afternoon and continue from the west. But the wind's going to die down a bit to the high teens, gusting to the low 30s later this evening. So the plan for us is to rest for a few more hours during the highest winds, tackle a few more kilometers tonight, and then do a final push to Omirak tomorrow morning, and hopefully get there before noon.
We're in an area of Hudson Bay called the Nastapoka Arc, and there's a chain of islands right off the coast, about 5 kilometers, and that land is part of Nunavik. We're in Quebec, that's Nunavik. We were scheming if the weather was better to spend a night out there, but the weather's giving us none of it to get to Nunavik. For most of this trip, we've been paddling through Canadian Shield, billion-year-old granites. But recently, we've been seeing this younger black rock, which is a type of igneous rock formed from lava flows. And what's cool about this is it has these amygdales. And these formed from gas bubbles that popped within the lava flow, creating these cavities. And over time, hydrothermal fluid seeps in and secondary mineralization happens. So here we're seeing that a lot of this hydrothermal fluid had quartz, as well as other impurities, looking like probably like a potassium feldspar because of the pink. And these nodules are also how geodes are formed. Just wrapping up a pretty wild day. It's about 7:30 p.m. We've been up since 3:30 a.m. and it's been a lot of paddling. A lot of extreme focus for the first half of the day, but the weather really died down and made for a pretty relaxing late afternoon paddle. We've done about 33 kilometers. We're about 9K or so from town, and we're just gonna pull over on shore here and have one last camp night.
Yep, a legendary push though. At the far end of the carry, where the wilderness begins, set me down with my canoe and forgiveness of my sins. Oh, all the mighty rivers beneath the polar star, they call me and call me to follow them afar. For all stout travelers on this earth who journey east or west, there comes a time when the wise will pause in their quest. He listens for that inner voice and to what it has to say. Stay put, it whispers, for it blows a gale on mighty Hudson Bay. Indeed it does.
Fitting, and very fitting indeed.
And then my mom says, I hope the winds shift in your favor.
It's the morning of day 20, our final morning on the trip. The last 20 days have flown by. This area of Canada is like no other I've ever been.
The longest canoe trip I've ever done by a long shot. What seemed like an incredibly daunting task of going out for 20 days. The time just evaporated. It feels like just yesterday we were departing on Richmond Gulf.
I think sometimes the end of the trip is just as exciting as the beginning of the trip. Getting back to the life that you like, the people you care about, and then all the comforts of home. I mean, we are creatures of comfort, and a lot of them don't exist out here.
Yeah, having a group of 4 gives you the extra camaraderie, more thoughts, more ideas. So it added a whole new aspect to the trip that I didn't experience before on these bigger, longer expeditions. And I have to say I really enjoyed that part. I also think that the time to reflect and being away from your daily life and what you take with you from that makes it worthwhile at the end of the day.
This trip had everything, and we had a great group of guys to make it all happen. We put in some hard days, the bugs were bad, the weather's always changing, but that's what makes these trips an adventure. The Nastapoka has stood out as one of my favorite rivers by far. The diversity to get there, and then the river itself.
But the Twin Falls have been by far the most beautiful falls that I've ever seen in my life. 2 freshwater seals, which was quite magical.
Nunavik is a harsh place. I think we're seeing it at its softest, and even then it's a harsh place. It's been a real privilege to get to experience it in its full glory, punctuated by moments of calm, which have given you time to reflect. I think when you're in it and the black flies are biting and the wind's howling and you can't feel your toes, you can't think of much else. And this trip has definitely had them, with the views and the animal sightings.
What really stands out to me is how simple life can get out here. It gives a really good perspective on how little you need to be happy and to be satisfied and to have fun.
This trip is definitely one for the books.
It's just world class out here.
It's been a great trip overall. I would 100% do it again.
Nunavik now has a special place in my heart, and it truly is a gem of the Canadian backcountry.